Hello and welcome to the final session of Isfjell, or at least the final session of the main campaign, depending on how many of these people I manage to kill. We're running a little late, but I feel that is in the true tradition of Isfjell. Is there we're updating some very important character information and insulting each other. It's a time-honored tradition. But yeah. I'm Tess. I have been for the last year and a half. Like a year and a half, I have been running this Norse-themed D&D campaign with my 5 wonderful players. But all adventures must come to an end eventually. And this is potentially the end. Well, it is the end, but whether it's how final it is remains to be seen. But I am joined out by my 5 wonderful players. I'll allow them to introduce themselves.
Alphabetical order, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I am Tam, the roving DM, and I am Adair, the last druid. Well, something like that. Anyway, that's all I could come up with.
I am Mama Distracted, and I am playing Aldis, and it is time to say goodbye.
Sarah!
Put in reverse order!
No, we're not.
We're in the middle anyway!
We started with the A's.
Oh, you started with the A. Okay. I am Chael, not a mimic, and I play Chrisara. And unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye to one of my favorite characters. I'm so sad.
I know you'll miss Torvald.
No, but I'll miss Chrisara.
Oh. Well, on that note, I am Bovasaur. I'll be playing Torvald, the Hill Dwarf cleric, for hopefully not the last time.
Hi everyone, my name is Moira. I am playing Uno, the human blood hunter, and I'm still in denial, so we're going forever, baby.
So we got to save her from the river first before we...
Yeah, I'm drowning. Uno doesn't know how to swim very well.
He was taught by children in the woods. What could possibly go wrong?
I know.
Yes, so last week our heroes had been sailing back from the Fire Islands and from Denvala towards Isfjell, and en route had a run-in with the Gith, once again returned to this world, seeking the shards of this crystal wand. It had sent a scouting party out a long time ago, and the scouting party had never returned. So a larger force was sent to follow up. And as this force descended through the clouds, they were met by a fearsome red dragon. It was definitely not a boat with a dragon stuck on the front. And in battle, this suspiciously boat-shaped dragon and its riders defeated the Gith captain and killed him and took the shard of the wand. But in the process, Aldis was herself briefly killed in the midst of the fighting. Luckily,
She got better.
She got better. And Torvald brought her back from beyond the veil and held the application of diamonds. This time with no long druid to-do lists involved.
Yeah, it's a little less expensive when you do it right away, you know.
Yes.
She was only mostly dead. With all dead, there's only one thing left to do. Bring her to a druid circle and pledge your entire life to a task list you'll never complete.
Yep. And I think if you remember rightly, and your descendants, if you have any. Like this death is not a get out clause of this debt. Just whoever inherits all Torvald's stuff will also inherit this list. And so with the Gith defeated, there's just one shard of this wand left. One shard that they know to be in the hands of none other than Aldis's patron, the archfey known as the Queen in the Mirror. And so our heroes are returning to Trellbro to make some last-minute preparations while they prepare to step through the mirror into the Feywild. And we will be back with you shortly, but now roll the introduction.
One.
Okay, for old time's sake. Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was order, there was chaos. An endless war between the gods and their enemies. A war the gods could not win. Until I can't remember the rest of what I said. Damn it.
I tried, but my lighter wouldn't light for some reason, so.
Doesn't look like there's
HL.
anything in it.
HL, my lighter's green.
It looks clear to me.
The Cloud Maiden sailed back into the town of Trellbro. And you know that in Sloane the Healer's house there lies a mirror that connects through to the Feywild.
And the closet.
And also a cupboard, yes. But before heading through, our heroes took some time to make a few preparations. So as imagine, if you will, a montage as we cut between images of, I believe, Torvald hammering out some improvements to some snazzy adamantine armor that he stole from the gift.
Indeed.
To Aldis, rummaging through her belongings and pulling out this cloak that she has been. How long have you had this cloak, Aldis?
Since I don't even remember, but I was wearing it for a little bit and then I had to stop wearing it for a little bit and then forgot to put it back on.
She pins the cloak of protection back around her. And also purchases, I believe, some slightly better armor.
You don't want me dying again.
But, yeah, as this montage peels over, I didn't know if anyone else. Uno, I believe you spent all your money on some very definitely improved armor. Was that right?
Well, Torvald had some extra that we kind of just refitted.
You didn't spend it all on
into.
smoldering armor then.
I mean, I would have spent whatever necessary to make it smolder, yes. So yes, actually yes. The answer is yes. I spent all my money. I have no concept of money still, though, so
it's all gone. Like,
whether or not it was worth it, yeah. Well, but I smoke now. just when I walk around, I just emanate smoke. Very cool.
You should stop that. Bad for your lungs.
We'll see. I think we do a lot more dangerous things than in this kind of line of work. I think that's the least of our worries.
And
Impeccable logic.
No, really. I can't remember if either Chrysara or Adair had any dramatic upgrades of armor? Any costume changes before the final battle?
No, I'm just going to go out into the woods and gather some medicinals and things and concoct the special thing that we druids known as Preparation H, and I will be taking that with us as well.
Cool. I just bought some
Yep.
more javelins, so those go hand in hand.
In addition to into the armor, Torvald's taken a lot of the gems that he acquired from the Giant's Hoard and has created this ornate bowl with like gem encrusted bowl.
Okay, so as it comes to the final night before you head through into the Feywild, Torvald, I believe you had something special prepared.
Yeah, Torvald's going to make up some of his famous / infamous ale, which I guess we'll see how good it is. Oh, what type of roll is it again? Did you want to do?
I think we've reclassed it as medicine.
Medicine. Okay, that's going to be a 27.
This is the best ale you have ever tasted.
In addition to this ale that he's serving up, he prepares this great feast with this bowl kind of as the centerpiece, with all the the fixings and foods in this giant bowl that's encrusted with gems as the final feast before we go into our last hopefully last battle for good reasons.
But not last battle. Just
That's
like
beautiful. I love the way you've cleaned it up, set it out there, and organized it. It's a really tidy bowl.
Well, I appreciate that.
I want some more ale.
You want more ale? Well,
It's
that's
really
a first.
Good. It's really good.
He'll pass her another tankard of ale.
You drink, you feast, and this is not just any ordinary feast. This
Is a feast for heroes, or a hero's feast, one might say. And everyone's feeling healthier than they normally would. Approximately 2d8 or 18 points of health better, give or take.
Is that
That's
temporary?
maximum, not temporary.
It is
that's
not
18
your
points
maximum
of healing damage that we take.
Yes, 18 points of healing damage. Your maximum HP increases by 18, and then your current HP also increases by 18. So it just basically makes your max higher for the next 24 hours. It is not temporary HP.
Groovy.
Oh yeah.
You're all right,
Medicinal
Torvald. I don't
food
care what
and
everybody else says about
magic
you.
ale. But yeah, so feasted and provided with copious ale, and having had a really good long night's rest, you are geared up and prepared, and come once again to Healer Sloane's cottage. Now, the healer herself doesn't seem to have been staying here in this cottage for a while. Perhaps its proximity to a doorway to another world has put her off sleeping there for a while. You can see that there's this little cottage surrounded by trees, and the cottage itself, strung with cobwebs. And even as you step near, you can feel there's just something about the air around this place. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. And Aldis, you hear this whisper of a voice in the back of your mind. I suspected we were due a meeting. The gateway will be awaits you. So I apologize about the welcoming committee.
What welcoming committee? I'm saying that part out loud as well as thinking it.
Oh, they're not there yet. But one cannot pass through a mirror without losing a fragment of oneself.
But we're planning on using the cupboard. It's not a mirror.
No. But it is created via the mirrors.
I am going to turn to everyone and say, get ready. We're going to fight ourselves.
Again?
What? What?
Technically, I still only have one arm, so this should be easy.
Oh, apparently it's a new self. Every time, I just learned every time we pass through a mirror portal, we lose a piece of ourselves. So it's a new piece that we've got to fight.
I don't want to do that.
This is the easiest way to get there, the least amount of time.
And you've done this before?
Sadly, yes.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get lucky and they won't try to fight us.
I mean, I tend to be pretty neutral on things, so maybe my shadow self will be pretty neutral on things.
Or
Talk
very
it
friendly,
out.
or very not friendly. I got a little bit of an idea. Let's go. And I will enter the cabin.
All right.
You enter this small cabin, cobwebs strung on the walls, and you can see next to the door to this little cupboard that you opened before is this one mirror lent up still against the wall. A mirror that shows the room empty without your own reflections in it.
I am going to walk through.
Okay, so for clarity, the mirror or the cupboard, just for narrative purposes.
I am going to walk through the cupboard first.
Okay, so
If it works, then it works.
you open the cupboard door and it seems to be a cupboard.
And the mirror is there?
The mirror is there.
Okay, then I will touch the mirror to see if it's active.
The mirror surface ripples under your touch.
And I will go through the mirror.
Okay, so Aldis steps through the mirror. She disappears from the rest of your sight. And Aldis, you find yourself still in Sloane's cottage, but the light through the windows is that pale white light you remember before from the crystals and the snow with the plains around it. And you are currently alone in the hut?
Torvald will step up to the mirror and go, well, here goes nothing, and step right through.
Aldis, you see the surface of the mirror ripple again, and Torvald stands beside you.
I will open the cupboard to the mirror side hut. Open the cupboard and step out into the main room.
Oh, correction, the mirror is in the main room.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the mirror was
So
in the main room, sorry.
I will just move away from the mirror.
Okay. So as you're doing this, do you hear footsteps crunching like in snow or outside the hut?
I'll immediately draw my hammer from my side and kind of just like hold my shield up kind of at the ready and step in front of Aldis.
Okay, so Nick closer to the door?
Yeah, I'm going to step step closer to the door, so I'm between Aldis and the door.
Okay. Back in the material world, what are the rest of you three doing? As you've seen Aldis and Torvald disappear through this mirror.
I would go last. I would watch everyone else go. Go last.
I'll go in after them.
Okay.
And
So
I'm going to pick up 3 stones before I step through and pull out my sling and cast a magic stone on them as I step through the mirror.
okay, so you step through this mirror, with Uno being the last to step through, and standing in this small wooden hut. And now you can definitely all hear the sounds of movement outside. And is anyone going to do anything?
So let's try to talk this through with them first. I'm gonna look through the room, and are there any other mirrors beside the one we walked through?
Just that one.
And I'm going to step away from the mirror so that it can't see me, and I'm going to whisper, "We might be able to use them to help us get the last piece."
That'd be ideal, but seeing as how it went last time,
we didn't give them the opportunity to speak.
well, just be on guard. Stay close. I won't be losing you again.
There was a knock on the door.
All right, you do the talking.
Who is it?
It's me. Aldis.
Well, it should be interesting.
We thought maybe we could talk.
Yes, talking would be best. I'm going to peek out the window first. What do I see? Just Aldis, or
you see arrayed outside, standing on this crystalline white snow, it's Aldis, Torvald, Uno, Prassara, and Adair. They seem less substantial than yourselves, and well, Prassara especially, her form seems almost translucent compared to the rest of you. It's faint and unsubstantial form. Aldis seems the most solid. The rest of them are at varying levels of solid to not so. At least you see a couple of little sparks skitter across the Torvald echo. They don't look quite real.
okay. I am going to slowly open the door. So I'm going to push past Torvald and Prassara and open the door and say, "No fighting this time, please."
And the other Aldis sort of looks at you straight in the eye. You see slowly a smile spread across her face. She raises her hand towards you.
Be careful what you do.
Yes. Can't believe you fell for that. And 3 rays, sort of blasts of energy arc towards you.
As that happens,
Disadvantage.
Torvald is going to hold up his shield, and he's going to take his his hammer and put it to his shield, and just kind of like this electricity goes through the shield, and you see one of the bolts kind of go towards Torvald instead.
Okay. Any particular preference on which one of the three?
Well, it just says whenever an attacker makes a ranged attack against a target within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to become the target of the attack instead. So I don't know if it would be probably just one, I would imagine.
Yes. Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, well, you're gonna make me choose? I guess just the first
Well,
one.
I know which one. Okay, none of them hit you, Aldis, because the first one was the only one that rolled high enough. So you see two go wild, completely like just too close to you, and the second one you see it aiming straight for your head before it goes and arcs towards Torvald. Does it still have to roll to hit you, Torvald?
Yeah, it would still roll to hit
In
me.
which case, that was a 17, which I don't think.
No, because it's 23 AC against ranged attacks.
Yeah.
So no.
So it just towards you. And with that, I'd like you to roll initiative.
Why do we think we could talk to them? Oh, I rolled a net 20. It's a 19.
19?
What a waste. I hate rolling net 20s on initiative. The biggest waste of a net 20 ever.
3 for a dare. 13 for Krasara. 3 for Aldis as well. Which one of you would like to go first after the 3s?
Adair can go first.
Okay.
And Uno?
13.
Which one would like to go first out of the 13s? Krasara or Uno?
I think Chill's having roll 20 issues, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
My internet is not liking the extra work, so I might have to do without it, but I'll try to pull it up again.
All right. As long as you've got your character sheet, we can. All right. Torvald, this evil mirror Aldis, stands in the doorway. Not quite yet in her favored terrain of small rooms, but close. What do you want to do, Torvald? You're first.
Torvald will, as he like blocks this bolt, it kind of pushes him back a little bit, but then he's going to just muscle his way forward and just kind of push through, and he's going to kind of go past Aldis outside. That would be enough of that. And he's going to he's going to grab his axe, and he's going to swing it at Aldis. And as he's swinging, you see the axe head, or the hammer, and you see the axe head come out like a spiritual axe head as he casts spiritual weapon at the 4th level. And that will be an attack against the Aldis clone.
I presume, I guess I presume you're attacking the mirror ones. Please specify if at any point you decide to attack the non-mirror people.
Okay. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Aldis, what's your AC?
My AC is 14.
That will hit.
Nice. And then it's going to be 5 plus 5. I believe it's 10. Let me just double check. Yeah, 10 force damage.
Okay, you watch some splinters of this of Aldis fall away, almost like shards of crystal or shattered glass.
And then as that happens and the spiritual weapons there, Torvald's going to he's going to stow his weapon, his actual weapon, and he's going to throw. He's going to take a bead from his necklace, and he's going to throw it, in like over at where Krissara, like wherever he can throw it, so it's going to
In the middle
hit
of the
them.
other 4 people.
In the middle of the other people. So it's a 20 foot radius for fireball, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, and basically just where it's going to hit all of them.
Yeah, they were in fireball formation. That was a terrible, terrible mistake.
Okay, and it's going to be
Shit.
Apparently, it's gonna be shit.
Absolutely. Sorry, but those are some. I had 2 natural ones, a 3, a 4, and a maximum of a 10.
Nice.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You have my condolences.
So it's going to be 32 fire damage on the roll there.
32 fire damage. Okay, and they all failed.
Nice.
So this fiery explosion, there is a shattering sound, and you watch as all 5 of the mirror cells just splinter apart into tiny little pieces. And that is it.
Well, that was easier than I expected.
There's no way it's that easy. They'll be back.
Well, they did look kind of translucent, so maybe they were weak for some reason.
I'm curious why I was here this time.
Aye, you weren't here last time. Maybe you're evil like us now.
Finally hit.
It is curious. Curious and curious. Oh, don't mind me. You hear a voice coming from the top of the hut.
I am looking up inside. I'm looking up.
You can't see anything. You can just see the ceiling.
I will step outside and look up above the what's it called?
Roof?
Door?
Yeah, roof. That's what I meant. I'm gonna step out here far enough that I can see above the hut.
And lounging just sort of right above the door lintel is what looks to be almost like a large lynx.
Sindri's with us as well.
Yes.
I forgot to mention that.
Yes, you have Sindri's token, I believe, if you want to add it at any point. But this large lynx, almost, it's sort of pale silvery coloured. It's just tail back and forth. Most impressive.
And you are.
You've come a long way, Aldis. Oh. I am just a passing observer. I was sent here to wait for your arrival. A guide, you could call me.
So you've been waiting for us.
Yes.
Kind of missing us. You're the missing links?
Good one.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
I mean, I am the cat, so I would really, if I had my own tongue, we'd just be going in circles there, and this would all end in quite a lot of annoyance. But that was impressive. You dealt with them very fast. Oh, that was weird. The world seems to temporarily be broken.
Yes.
Can you explain more about our mirror selves?
I mean, they just appear when people go through mirrors. But
why do they want to fight?
They envy, dislike of the person who created them. Generally, they just seem to take the worst parts of people.
Is that why they were somewhat translucent?
That I don't know. I'm not. You've not been cavorting with Archfey, have you?
By convorting, do you mean killing?
Killing, parleying, worshipping, serving. I don't know. They are creatures of the mirror. Perhaps the influence of other Fae has meddled with it. Who knows? Well, we shouldn't tarry along just talking for too long. The Queen is expecting you.
All right, and why should we trust you?
Oh, you shouldn't.
All right. Then I'm going to turn to Sindri. Sindri, would you please lead us?
Sindri goes, yes. And starts padding off across this crystal plane. The other cat just goes, I would have taken you that way as well, you know. No lack of trust.
Oh, I'm following Sindri right away, and I was like, we've been led astray before.
Good luck. And then the cat disappears.
And only its smile remains.
Of course.
Thank you, Sindri.
No problem. Although, are we sure we want to go? Do we want to go to her? This. I feel what you're doing here. She might not like it, and I mean, when she doesn't like things, she tends to get angry, and then she turns you into a cat, or traps you in crystal forever, or kills you, or turns you into a footstool.
We need the final piece. Maybe she'll actually give it to us. We need to do what we need to do to protect our world.
Just warning you.
I appreciate it. And
Look, if you're turning into a cat, we can at least still, hang out. Yeah.
I have to ask, is she speaking out loud now, or is she still talking in my head?
She's still talking in your head.
I look behind myself to see if anybody's following.
I will be following you. Thinking, are you talking out loud or are you talking in your head, Sindri?
I am speaking out loud.
Nice. Torvald's definitely following. Like as soon as you started walking, he would have followed.
She'll scoop up some snow and then hit you in the back of the head with it. Yeah, I mean Aldis, not Torvald.
Why'd you do that?
No, I didn't do that.
I'm gonna look to see who has snow on their hands. And I'll pick up a ball of snow and I'll throw it at Chrysara straight in the face.
Thanks. Just making sure you're still awake.
Of course I am. Sindri's helping us. But this isn't going to be all that great.
Well, I'm not sure we were expecting her to just hand it over, so...
No. Actually...
Well, spit it out.
I am looking around to see if there's anybody other than Sindri in our vicinity, including up in the crystal trees, I guess.
Make me a perception check, please.
That's a natural 20. Plus
Yes.
1, so 21.
Up in a crystal tree about 20 feet away from you is a silvery coloured lynx.
Are you following us?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Why? You know we're going to be there.
Oh. Thought it might be entertaining. I'm just curious to see what you do. This is going to be fun.
Sindri,
Oh,
who is
don't
it?
mind me. I'm just observing. Carry on. Carry on.
Sindri, who is it? Who is that?
Mist lynx, I believe. They are residents of the Forest of Dreams, which is where we're heading. They probably won't attack you. They tend to pick off only weaker prey.
Okay. In that case, I won't say what I'm thinking.
You want me to take it out with a snowball? She has another one in her hand, just tossing it up and down.
Sure.
You'll probably knock him out of the tree. Oh, that's all I need to actually do this. I'll pack it just a little bit, not too, just aim at the cat thing and attempt to blast it out of the tree with a snowball. You're muted.
Roll me an attack for that. Let's.
Strength?
Or what you usually use for throw is that dexterity, I think.
Dexterity.
We're about to have our boss fight right now.
Yeah. You have angered a fey creature. Alert! Alert!
Look.
Does this lynx have a lot of energy?
Oh.
Is it one of those hyperlinks I've been hearing about?
Yeah, I thought you were going to ask how it smells.
Oh, it smells.
Go away, cat.
And I thought my pun was bad.
It was.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's how you know it's good. The more people groan, that's how you know.
It's a fully grown pun.
Oh, that's. What did you get on your
14?
14 is enough.
Wimpy little lynx.
Does a snowball have the loading property, or can she throw another one?
No, like how many?
A snowball definitely has a loading property. You've not made another snowball, so you've got to make another one.
Oh, I want to make a snowball now.
Which case
you need to take the snowball expert feat, so you can use a bonus action to throw another one.
You know what? This cat. I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative here now for in a snowball fight against a cat, because
I just wanted to knock him out of the tree. I can't help it. Everybody else is copying my good ideas.
I'm not doing it.
Stop it. Did I knock it out of the tree though?
It hit it. That is. I'm gonna say. Okay, improvised weapons. Snowball. Probably. Only at 1 point of damage. Plus.
There's no ice in it. She didn't pack it hard.
Yeah. Plus You're not proficient in it, I don't think. So just 1 point of damage and a pissed off cat, which is.
I wouldn't imagine she'd be proficient in it. She's from the Fire Islands.
I could throw a javelin. Bend over and let's see how far up your ass I can shove it.
But yeah.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I brought the preparation H.
Okay. So what did anyone get on the initiative? I'm not kidding.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
What?
Are we all rolling initiative?
Wait, all of us?
Well,
17. Let's go, cat.
Well, I'm consistently involved in things I don't want to be
'Cause
involved
the
in.
cat-
I didn't want. I'm sitting this one out. I'm sitting this one out.
I got a 15.
Okay. 15. Uno.
In
5
case.
for
Uno.
Oh.
5 for Torvald.
I'm gonna be permanently taking the
16
dodge action unless
for
something
Adair.
crazy happens.
And oh, a very good initiative. That is a 21 for the damn cat.
Of course it is.
Of
Bad
course.
kitty. I even have my spray bottle ready, okay?
As this snowball hits it, and the cat just disappears into this mist, and then you watch this mist drifts across, almost through the air, this drift of mist, and then there is a cat on Chrysara's head,
Good kitty. Stop
currently
biting
trying
me.
to claw her face off.
Ah, stop.
Oh, well, I thought I was going to fight, but now.
That is
It's a
a
joke.
19 to hit.
Yes, it hit. Stop it. This was not the intended outcome.
What would you do if someone threw a snowball at you and knocked you out of a tree?
Stop spying on us. Ooh, this is bullshit.
12. 16 points of slashing damage.
God. All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
I mean, when I say cat, I mean this is a large, monstrous fey beast, which
Of
is
course
currently
it is.
essentially like trying to claw.
It's about
Chrysara's
twice
face
the
off.
size of Sindri, at least.
I could have
Oh,
used
definitely.
that warning before the snowball attack. I'm assuming it's small like Sindri, but no, y'all tricked me into pelting a mountain lion. Thank you.
I said it was a lynx. They're pretty big
Whoa.
and vicious.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they're bigger than bobcats.
I live in the boonies. I've never seen one.
I got one that comes up in the front yard. I mean, come on. You're in the boonies. You have, yeah, whatever.
There's a
Chrysara,
viral video recently of someone getting attacked by a bobcat.
Mhm.
And the guy goes up and grabs it and then just like throws it.
Yeah, I've had my
Oh.
entertainment with those. Anyway,
Chrysara, it is your turn. A lynx is trying to claw your face off. What would you like to do?
Just want to like get it off of me and then disengage because she's not gonna kill it. I was trying to make it go away, and then Tiss is like, "This is my one chance to fuck up Chrysara."
Oh yeah.
it's not one.
I'm gonna say, make me. I'm gonna say it's an athletics versus acrobatics to decat yourself.
Oh, we're
and,
going with athletics to decat for
um,
show. That is an 18.
beats the 12, so you manage to disentangle this cat and sort of get it off you. Like it lands on this snow-dusted ground.
Eat the cat. It was a
Hackles
joke.
raised.
I'm sorry. It was a joke. I'm not gonna fight a cat. I'm sorry, a lion, a big giant lion that could eat me. I'm not going to fight a big giant lion.
Adair, do you want to get involved in this, or are you?
Use your druid powers.
So the cat is now off of her head and on the
The
ground.
cat is off
somewhere.
her head on the ground and still looks incredibly pissed off.
Adair's going to kneel down and go, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty."
Save me. I don't want to fight the cat.
I'll say, make me an animal handling check here.
God, I hate cats.
And it comes full circle with the animal handling check.
That is a 14.
It takes a couple of cautious steps towards you. She started it.
I know that, and I'm asking you to be the bigger cat and let it go.
Fine. But if she throws another snowball at me, I am tearing her face off and eating it.
I think that sounds like a fair trade.
I hate
Would you mind walking alongside me as we go. It might keep things a little bit calmer.
Pads along beside you. And this sort of awkward food, the cat's keeping pace with you. Sindri on the other side near Aldis, just occasionally. I don't know if cats can glare, but the closest equivalent to a cat glaring at you.
Oh,
they
cats
glare.
glare.
Oh, they glare.
They glare so much.
So what's your name?
I don't really have one I wish to share with you.
Can I call you Bob?
Yes.
All right. You will be Bobcat.
You just named a lynx a bobcat.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk next to Chrisara for a couple of minutes. I might want to consider apologizing, and then I pick up some snow, pat it into like a flatness, and then put this on your face to cool the wounds.
Just snatch it from her hand. I was trying to get it to go away so we could talk. I hate cats. Ugh.
Sindri hisses at you.
Except for you, you're fine. You're not really a cat.
Neither is that one.
That was an asshole. Why can't they ever be dogs? Why are they always cats?
Cats have spice to them?
Spice.
Sauciness?
Hell's fury.
That, yeah.
Why are you using food terms to describe the cat? You want to eat it or something? It's saucy and spicy.
Have you been ever scratched by a cat?
No.
Oh, well, it burns.
Like hell.
Like spice. Like salt in the wound. Or peppers. Or onions in the eyes.
Lava.
It burns. But, and I'm going to look at Sindri, I still like them.
Sindri just sort of preens a little. She picks up her pace as you can see ahead of you what appears to be the tree line of a forest. These tall, silvery trunks, a mixture of both leaves and blossom and autumn leaves, all tangled together in this canopy of this forest. And in the underbrush you can see beautifully coloured flowers, unusually large mushrooms, many of which are glowing slightly, scattered in amongst the trees. This path that winds forwards, scattered with these little tiny yellow flowers you saw last time you followed the path into the Queen's Court.
I just want to cuddle Moira's kitty every time she looks at the mirror.
Brought a cat.
That kitty does not count as a hated kitty.
This is Bobcat.
I'm picturing Uno now just going,
He's my lynx. I've got him.
I'm glad.
With Bobcat sort of walking alongside Adair and Sindri walking alongside Aldis, you forwards under these trees. Path winds around and around.
I would be continuing to have a conversation with Bob and trying to just gain some insight into what Bob means by, oh, this will be interesting. Just kind of trying to glean out, is there anything in particular that Bob is looking forward to today?
Oh, give me an insight check, as Bob mostly talks about, oh yes, people came through, I had a little chat, and then I only ate one of them. It's quite fun.
That is a 12. And that dice is going away.
Glean much from the cat. Bob seems to talk about a lot of nothing, mostly. Like telling stories of travelers they've, like, I attacked, people they've generally done quite horrible things to. But
Bob, have you ever just sat on the edge of a table and knocked things off? Really entertaining.
Very satisfying. Oh, we're almost at the court. Well, I don't want to be seen coming in with you, so I will just head this way. Kind of
It was a pleasure to meet you, Bob.
And you too. Bob into mist, and you see reappear up in a tree above you, and then through the canopy, appearing and disappearing.
At distance, at further and further distance, right?
At further and further distance.
Okay, I'm going to look around again to see if there's anybody listening.
Maybe another perception check. All right.
So 2.
It's
total.
hard to be sure. You can't see anyone watching you in this dense canopy.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm not sure, so I'm going to pull out my book and I'm going to open it to the page of names. And next to Crisara and Uno's names, I am going to put in a message because they're the only names of this group that I have. And I am going to tell them, and they're going to hear it in their heads, but I'm writing it down. I cannot hold the rod anymore. I need somebody else to hold it and attune with it.
I can hold your rod for you.
Not it. Not it. Not me. Not I, Saduno. Do not give that to me. Do not want.
And attune to it.
Do not want.
Become intimate with it.
All you
Get to know it better than anything else.
I can become attuned to your rod.
Okay, so do you say that out loud or do you say that in your head?
I'll head.
Okay.
Because that's where the message came from, so she'll respond in like kind.
You would have got an overwhelming no. Please, not me. Anyone but me. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I am going to stop writing. I'm going to close my book, put it away, and I am going to and pull out the rod that was not in the bag of holding and pass it to Crisara.
I will grab a hold of your rod.
The crystal rod of
I will
many
grab a hold of
things.
your crystal rod.
This is just our prep for Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
Rods, that's the point, I mean, staffs aren't much better. Wands, dubious as well. It's just so much of a muchness. But yes, Crisara, as you take this, attunement does require 1 hour. You're not yet attuned to it. But as you take it, you do get this briefest sense of direction, sort of forwards and up a bit. And also this briefest flash of sparkling crystals and red hair. Yes, attunement will require 1 hour. So you're currently standing in this forest, and ahead of you, you can see the path starts to wind up the trunk of this enormous tree, round and round like a spiral staircase.
Do we have time for me to attune with all of this rod?
Well, it depends how long you think it'll take you. We talking 3 minutes or?
About an hour.
Torvald looks at Crisara in appreciation. Well, I can stand guard if you need to take a rest. Might help you heal those wounds as well.
Yeah, that'll work.
So just to clarify, you're intending to take an hour's short rest at the entrance of the Queen's Court.
Yeah, why not?
Hidden. Yes.
Is there anything I can hunt? I'll go hunt.
You could certainly try.
Well, how long will it take for us to walk to the entrance or to the building she is in?
You recall from last time that, last time you were here, I believe it was sort of both up a tree and not up a tree. This direction in this place is at times very inconsistent. So how long it will take to walk there? There is no building in sight currently. There's just a staircase winding up a tree.
Is it in detail or does it seem like it's in a distance?
You can see it winding up into all the way up into the canopy.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think we should wait before, because
I think it's wonderful to let her wait, and while she's doing like that, I would like to pull out my little forked twig and do a locate object for the missing piece.
Yeah, we maybe want to formulate a plan too. That might be a good idea. Didn't really have a plan for the dragon. We saw how that went. So,
and I'm going to turn to Crisara, and I'm going to tell her the minute we have the crystal, any of us, use the teleport and get us out of there. Take us home, take us to your sister, or I don't know, to Mama Tree or somewhere else. It is likely I might not come back with you.
Why?
you're hiding stuff and I don't appreciate it.
Well, she's my patron. If she doesn't like what's happening, she may prevent me from going.
Unpatroner. There's others you can choose.
That's not going to stop her from turning me into an ice crystal ball.
Well, I mean, she could turn any of us into an ice crystal ball, right?
True.
Yeah, so you're coming back with us. Pick somebody else.
Either you're coming back with us or I'm staying here with you.
I'll burn the whole place down.
We could do that.
We'll burn this shithole to the ground. Let's go.
Sure.
We promise we will drag your ball out with us.
And your rod.
All of it. Whole thing.
All of it. We will take your rod and your ball. We won't leave it behind.
Okay.
Yes, you've known us for 2 years. You knew this was going to happen. Don't look at me like that.
If needed, we will shove your ball into a sack and we will haul that out with us.
Exactly. And we'll
Don't use this one, and I'm going to hold up the bag of withholding.
Oh god, like, she's stuck in the bag and none of us are charismatic to get enough to get her out again.
I resent that. Christina's pretty charismatic.
It works out though, because that's a bag where you have to ask consent before you put something into it. So I mean, we're good to go.
That's it. From now on, it's the bag of consent.
All right.
50 no's and a yes is still a yes, Alex.
Anyway,
I'm drinking coffee over here.
During this,
Not anymore.
so you sort of camp out at the foot of this staircase. There, you said you were casting locate object.
Yes, ma'am.
And this forked twig kind of up this tree. So,
Okay.
like forward a few paces. You guess the sense it's forward a bit, and then up this tree. And it's definitely there.
I will relay this information to everybody present.
And Uno, do you actually want to intend to try and hunt something?
If we have downtime and they don't need me to help with anything, then yeah. I'll hunt something.
Maybe
Oh,
a
other
survival check here.
Sure. That's a... Oh, I have advantage. Ha! That's a 24.
Okay, are you looking for any kind of animal you can hunt in this vicinity?
Well, before I'd go hunting, I'd consult Aldis on it, because I know in the past she's done like rituals and sacrifices, and so I would ask Aldis if she thinks there's anything that could aid us in battle.
Okay.
Why
then
did you have advantage? Do you get advantage with trying to hunt anything that has a butt?
I
You're
get
a hunter?
advantage on like certain skills. So I have advantage on religion, survival, nature, investigation, history, and arcana. I think I have advantage on like certain things I'm proficient in.
I think the only
It
reason he was
comes from a
asking is so he
blood
could make
hunter
the butt hunter joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Indeed.
oh, yes,
Butt hunter gets advantage on hunting anything with a butt.
yes.
That's going in the class. When we make this subclass or class.
Here we go.
All right.
Um,
Well, right after she asks me that, I'm actually going to turn to Sindri and ask Sindri out loud, what can and is okay to be hunted here?
I mean, nothing here wants to be hunted.
Well, of course,
If-
nothing wants to be
if
hunted, but
most things probably should not be eaten. If you're
okay,
after an
don't
easy
eat
prey,
it.
there's carnivorous slugs in this part of the world, I think.
Carnivorous slugs.
Yeah. Oh, and gugs, but you don't want to hunt the gug.
Okay. Oh, carnivorous slugs it is. You can hunt a carnivorous slug. Oh no.
Are we gonna sacrifice it? Do you have some kind of carnivorous slug ritual you want to do with it? Because I'm not eating it.
No, you don't want to eat it. No,
And rift swine, but you really don't want to eat them.
no rift
Swine?
swine.
Rift
Rift swine.
Swine?
Don't eat those.
I'm hearing the swine part of the name. What about that?
Okay. Don't eat them.
Why?
The tentacles
happens?
are just really tough.
Tentacles are really tough.
All right. It has tentacles? Yeah, I'll
And
kill it.
lots of eyeballs.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Will you
okay.
sacrifice it?
I
can catch it alive.
If we want to sacrifice here and now.
Oh, I don't know. You're the one who does that kind of stuff. I just catch the stuff.
I don't think a sacrifice right at this second at the foot of her treehouse is a good idea. Honestly, we probably should have stopped back in the woods.
So,
Well, I don't want to kill without meaning then. Okay.
So, you're able to, with that stuff, like, work out that there are the tracks of all sorts of things in the area, including, slithering slime tracks. You catch the glimpse of something large and mollusk shaped moving through the undergrowth.
Ugh.
And you glance off in the other direction. You swear you saw something that looked a bit like a pig, but very much not a pig, with eyes and mouths scattered across its torso and tentacles where its legs should be.
Cool. Yeah, Una wouldn't kill just for the hunt's sake. It would be to eat or to sacrifice. So if we're not doing either of those, then she'll just give up on the adventure.
Does anyone else have anything they wish to do in this hour whilst you're sat at the foot of this staircase?
Orwell's going to just pay very close attention to everything. He's going to be constantly on sentry, basically.
Give me a perception check. Let's see if you see who's keeping an eye out around here.
Okie dokie. Where did my... There they are. 16.
You do catch also a glimpse of the horrible tentacled monstrosity moving off in the undergrowth. But also you see sort of a few bends up these steps. Sat on the staircase, looking down at you, is this a small white cat, just watching.
A small white cat?
Yeah, just an ordinary small white cat.
Certainly a lot of cats around here.
Well, cat is a useful form, I guess. Also, it's the form that she likes to put people she has issue with when she has issues with them. It's that, or crystal balls, or straight up killing them.
Well,
But you saw that last time we were here.
aye. Well, how's it coming with that rod? Are you finished yet?
Has it been an hour?
At this point, it has now been an hour, and Kasara, you feel this strange rush of power through your veins.
Oh, great.
As you are now attuned to, I should have had this.
I will copy and
feels
paste.
This surge as she finishes attuning to the rod.
Oh, stop it!
You never. One.
Am I still
2, 3,
missing?
4, 5, 6, 7. We never got the last piece description.
It was 8. One sec. I wrote it down somewhere about a year and a half ago. Then I changed it, and then I changed it all again, and then I have like 5 different copies of what this thing does. Because I'm that organized. Yeah, you feel this rush of power, Kasara, as you, through this wand, have the ability to cast a fair few spells now, actually.
I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
copy and paste it for her right here.
The last one is Sunburst.
That sounds good.
Is that the very last one? Because we have
That's-
8 pieces.
Yes.
Or
That's
is
8.
that the That's the 8th piece.
Yes, 8 is Sun Piece. Sunburst.
I am a very powerful barbarian.
And you're proficient in intimidation now.
You feel this rush of power, it's just thrumming through your veins.
Can I have that deck of cards? I'd like to draw one out now.
Do you actually say that?
We die. Goodbye.
Actually, no. While we're waiting and while she's attuning, I do want to pull that out just in case.
I think you want to declare you're drawing cards? Or you just want to have it to hand?
I want to have it to hand.
We're gonna
I
pull a
want to pull
card.
it out. I'm going to pull it out of the bag of consent.
Make me a
It's too late to
persuasion
pull it
check.
out. It's already attuned.
We should
Charisma check, you said?
Oh,
Persuasion.
Persuasion, thank you.
we should pull a card right now and just be like, wonder what
If
that card
she
does.
pulls the deck of
Record
cards out,
scratch. We go to break.
Adara's
Well-
going to ask her. Adara's going to ask her what those are, and he's going to ask to draw a card out of it.
That is a 9.
Assuming she gets the deck.
The bag says no.
Pretty, 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 please. Please.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna pet it.
I tried.
I'm gonna
I
ask.
tried.
No. No. But the bag is firmly remaining closed.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to use that then.
But with Krasara in possession of the wand, with the rest of you having had a short rest, you stand at the foot of the staircase to the Queen and Mirror, this court. And
I start going up the stairs.
as you walk up this spiral staircase, it winds round. The small white cat usually just kind of out the way as you pass. But as the staircase winds further up into the canopy, you see the movement of a few more cats moving either on the staircase or in the trees around, all sort of watching you.
I think we're gonna have a
And
big cat fight.
As it winds further, you see these jagged crystals now lining the path. And as before, inside them, you see figures trapped, staring out, some like mid-scream, eyes wide in terror, watching you as you walk past. And the path winds round and then opens up into this large, familiar, open court. It seems to be almost the cut-off part of a trunk, although you swore the tree had a canopy when you looked at it from below. Yet, here you are. And you can see these crystals scattering round. You can see this throne, the far end, this large crystal throne on which sits the form of the queen, draped in furs and shimmering robes, this glittering, splendid necklace around her neck, a cat on her lap.
Do we see the other
stroking.
cats that are roaming around the edge?
Yes, you see these two large beasts. Hard to really focus on exactly. Like, whenever you turn away, they seem to be slightly flickered in position. They saw that was 3 feet to the left a second ago, and it seems to have moved. As they sort of crouched on the ground, they don't seem aggressive at the moment. And as you enter the court, the queen, welcome. Yes.
I approach. Sindri can either follow me or stay near the doorway. That's up to her.
Sindri, you can see her sort of hackles raised, like hair on end. She's just crouched at the doorway. She does not look like she wants to go in unless you ask her to.
Nope, I won't ask her to. She can stay right there. I'll just ask her to keep an eye on things and let me know if anything happens behind us.
Okay, so as Aldis steps forward, it's sort of arranged on 3 layers. This court. So you can see there's a staircase here and a staircase here that leads up between these steps levels of this court. And as Aldis steps forward, what are the rest of you doing here?
I'll go up the stairs as well, but I will try to stay back, kind of out of sight, and I will make sure I'll take the rod and tuck it behind my maul so you can't see it, and try to keep it hidden.
Okay, so hang on, shall I send you a snap of the map? Will that help? Will it help if I Discord you the map? Will that be useful?
I think I can actually get that pulled up now because
Okay.
when it dropped, I put it back up on my phone.
That's all right.
And it's okay.
Yeah, just because there's not really, once you step into this court, there's not really a much place that's hidden. It's wide open space. Yeah, as Aldis steps forward with the others following behind, the queen sort of waits for you to approach.
gonna
What's
step
this thing?
An
That's what I
enormous
was-
cat-like beast, slightly out of focus.
There. Yeah.
That's what I was asking about earlier. Do we see those big things
Yeah, you
moving
can.
around?
Yeah,
the
you can
room?
make me a nature check on what they are if you're curious or nervous.
I will do
Pretty
that.
sure I know what it is, but
Oh, I know what it is. I don't know that Dare knows what it is. That is a 16.
Yeah, it's a displacer beast.
Yeah, great.
that's what I thought.
Adair's going to walk over to this kitty next to the stack of crystals over here and lean down and introduce himself and try to make friends with the cat.
Okay. This might become relevant, so roll me an animal handling in the background here. So the rest of you, so you step forward. Basically, she's going to wait until you sort of approach to however close you are willing to get here. So, and then just smiles, goes, at last. And with that, I think we're going to take a break here.
All right, we will be back shortly.
Welcome, Aldis. Welcome to your companions. I'm glad to see you've finally made it back here.
It's been a pretty difficult journey. I will I guess I'll come closer.
So, yes, I've been watching your progress with great interest, obviously. Now, do you have something for me?
What I understand, it's needed on our realm first.
No. It never was, not truly, not in the way you think it was. I just wanted it here with me. And you have done your work admirably. I myself am not allowed to directly interfere in the mortal realm, but except for a few little visions, a few little dreams, a few little whispers here and there. And they have served admirably. You have gathered the pieces with impressive speed. And now, I trust you've brought them here to me.
I have something in the bag first. Can I open the bag? Can I try?
No, not currently. No, it's not been long enough to try again.
But the bag won't open.
What's in the bag?
Something I think you would very much like.
Well, give me the bag then.
Do I have anything in the bag other than that right now? I don't think so.
Do you have a cat in the bag?
No.
Oh, well, the
Hold
cat's
on.
already out of the bag then.
Actually, I don't think I have anything else in the bag. Yeah, I will take off the bag and pass it to the Queen in the Mirrors.
What a curious item. It seems to be stuck.
I have been calling it the bag of withholding because it doesn't like to open unless you ask very, very, very nicely.
Hello, little bag. Please open. She sticks her hand inside the bag.
And
it can be very persuasive.
Yes, I was doing well with that, and then sometimes it just is argumentative.
A pack of cards, really?
It's not just any cards. I don't exactly know what they do. They're not normal. I know
Did
that much.
Erevan give these to you?
Who?
My sister. Whatever she's calling herself these days.
Who? I don't know who that is.
Erevan, the East Wind, Lady Luck.
No, I got these from the giants.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I wanted. But I
know, but I thought you would really appreciate it as well.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Now, where is the rod? Aldis?
I don't have it anymore.
I know it's here. Where is the rod? I won't ask a third time.
Well, you see, we were hoping you would give us that thing around your neck.
And why would I do that?
Well,
Little
because...
Storm Herald.
Thank you. Well, because I was thinking that if you don't want the world destroyed and we can be saving it, and then we can just take the pace and do our business, and after that, you can do whatever you want with it. Because it's important to us, and you've been kind to us so far, and I figured...
Well, of course I've been kind to you. I wanted you to get me the rod.
Well, we're planning on doing that, but before we give it to you, we need you to give us that piece.
Of this endeavor.
And it's very important that you do. And as he finishes that minute or so of persuasive talk, he's gonna cast Gesh.
Oh, okay. That's a wisdom save, isn't it?
It is.
And she's going to lose 5 off of that roll as starlight sparkles in Atira's fingertips.
Okay, in which case that is a 15.
That will fail.
And she succeeds.
Wait, what?
And she succeeds. Doesn't work. And you watch as she... all her attention now on Torvald. This whole crystals around you sort of tremble. And I need you to roll some initiative now. As she goes, what did you just try and do?
I tried to convince you to give me the thing. And apparently the answer is no. I rolled another nat 20 for initiative. Why are my 20s in initiative?
19 for Torvald. You did burn one of her legendary resistances though. So that's a good way to start.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking happened. Yeah, that's a 13 for me.
Brilliant. 12 for 4 for Aldis. And a 16 for Chrysara.
Before we enter combat, have I made any progress with my kitty cat friend?
It seems rather friendly towards you, yes.
Good. Okay,
Aww.
thank you.
It sort of rubs up against your leg and then looks up at you with pleading eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't understand what it's trying to convey, except just generally like...
I know we're in initiative. Do I have time to cast Speak with Animals?
You would have had time before initiative hit.
Okay. I just don't want to go out of order on that. So.
So I would say you just cast Speak with Animals just as Torvald attempted to mind control the Queen of the Fae.
Okay.
And
it worked with the giants. I figured.
Oh, yeah,
it was worth a shot, dude.
I figured maybe.
It is worth a shot, yeah. And Torvald, yeah, you're up first.
All right. So as he says, I take that as a no. He's going to pull out. Let me just take a look real quick. Poor cats. Um, does he notice the other, like the other beasts making any moves, or?
Oh, as this is kicking off, then they're a little further down they're a little slower in initiative here. I've not quite clocked what's going on, but they're about to.
Torvald's going to take out his hammer, and he's going to motion forward as he goes to throw, and as he does, you see the form of an axe head come out of the hammer, and as it flies at her, and he will cast some lovely spiritual weapon. And I will do that at the 6th level.
Ooh, okay, now we mean business.
Yeah, it's a big axe. And then that will be an attack roll. It's going to be a 23 to hit.
That will hit her.
Okay. And 3d8. It's going to be 15 force damage.
Okay.
And then he's also going to take another bead off of his necklace, and he's going to throw it kind of like over here, like behind her, so it still like hits her,
Okay.
but
so
doesn't hit Aldis.
Fireball erupts outwards. The poor cat is instantly incinerated.
Oh no. Sorry, kitty.
And dexterity, that is a 13 on her roll. What's the damage on this? She's going to succeed.
It's going to be 10, 20, 26.
Okay. Doesn't seem to do that much to her. She just dodges out of the way of most of the blast. But as the fire just across her skin. Doesn't seem that bothered.
Okay. And then Torvald's going to kind of like run up to right next to Aldis. Get behind me. And that'll be first turn.
Does he move her physically to behind her? Because
okay.
No, he just says get behind me, because pretty sure that's as far as I can move. I'm not sure how high that cliff is, but that was going up the stairs.
Each cliff about 5, let's say 10 feet.
So I guess I could climb up here then.
Yeah.
And then he'll just position his shield.
Okay. And you know what? Is that everything on your turn, Torvald?
Yes.
On the end of your turn, the queen, having seen you sort of climb up directly sort of in front of her, stands up from her throne. She's standing on the edge of this cliff. And you see she takes snaps a chunk of this crystal off the throne and just slams it into you. With full force. That is only a 14 to hit. Doesn't manage to hit you. It clangs against your armor. Prisara, it's now your turn.
Right. That close to me. Okay, I am going to.
There is a large, angry-looking cat monster that's close to you.
Has it attempted to attack? Is it?
It's not yet. It's standing up, and you can see its tails lashing around, its mouth snarling.
Okay, well, we are going to rage. We'll show. And then can I hold my action until it comes after me?
Yeah, you can hold to attack until it runs
Second
up
something
into
attacks me, yeah, I'll let my maul fly. But for now, I'm just gonna rage and hold my action.
Okay. In which case,
Both of my
brings us to the Queen's elf turn. As she, like, Torvald's run up straight in front of her, and she goes first to hit him again, just physically, like just away from you, you annoying little thing.
That'll be a -2.
Okay, that is an unnatural 20.
That will not hit.
Clang. Oh, this is just annoying.
You're gonna have to try harder than that.
Fine. She weaves her hand in the air. I need a wisdom save from you, Thorvald. Because I think wisdom is something you're good at here.
You could say that.
Right?
It's one of my decent stats. I only have a +10, so that's a 12.
Oh, shit.
That was an awful roll. Where are my nat 20s from my initiative?
And you watch as Torvald's form changes. Down and down and down.
Did I get polymorphed into a cat?
No.
That would be hilarious.
Well, I was trying between cats and something else as you just shrink down until lying on the floor there is just an axe. Where Torvald was before.
Interesting. Just the axe, not a shield or anything. Just an axe.
Just his axe. He's just and Torvald, as far as you're aware, the world has gone away as you have been polymorphed into an axe.
All right. Could be worse.
Just lying on the ground at her feet. And she looks up and smiles towards Aldis as she takes, a couple of steps back. I believe that would break your concentration on spiritual weapon.
It's not concentration.
Not concentration. In which case, you're technically still alive, even though you're I suppose you're still alive, you're just an axe.
I'm just an axe.
Okay. Maybe I should have just gone for a cat. But
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, apparently everyone just been polymorphed.
definitely that's how she got all the cats here. But she just thought you'd make a really annoying cat.
She's probably right. She must have heard about Bunny Torvald.
And that brings us to Actaea.
Can we use Torvald as a weapon now?
Yes.
What was Torvald's initiative? Because
I am the
Kristara, I
weapon.
thought she was at a 16. Maybe I'm misreading.
Torvald was a 19.
And is
Kristara
Kristara
Yes.
held her action.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. I
And
apologize.
now it is your turn.
Okay. In that case, I would like to take the first part of my 6 seconds to ask the kitty. Just get your friends, distract the displacer beasts, and I will fight for your freedom with
They're
my
really
life.
big and scary.
I will fight for your freedom with my life.
Make me a persuasion check here. This cat looks not
No, I'm not very
sure
persuasive,
about this
so
idea.
we've probably failed this already. So. Yeah, that's a 2.
The cat just clinks back behind this crystal column. Oh, I can't move the cat. Touch the crystal column.
That's disappointing. Because now I'm going to have to do the other thing. Okay, no, I'm going to hold on that. I'm going to cast Elemental Bane for fire on the queen. And so we need a Constitution saving throw of 16, but she's going to take a -5 on that as Starlight goes from my fingertips.
That will be a success.
All right, so she is going to take 2d6 fire damage immediately, which is going to be 5. And she's lost any resistance to fire damage.
No, it was a success.
Oh, I thought you said failure. I'm sorry. I misheard you. I was thinking
I may have
success
said
on
the
my
wrong
side.
word.
I may have misheard. So, well, darn. Let's see. Does she take half? Let me make sure. Nope, she doesn't.
Yeah. You were kind of burning
This is
through her. You
success.
kind of burnt
That's all right. We're gonna keep trying. That's just one. That's just one.
Okay.
I'm going to move forward. I can't move my person.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna move right up about there. So.
okay. You know what? Actually, on the end of no, she's not. Yeah, on the end of your turn, the queen looks forwards towards Aldis. Smiles, looks down at the axe on the floor, then looks up at the floating axe in the air like she's only just remembered that was there, and weaves her hand in the air towards it. That's what was that? Level 6. So, hang on. The axe remains there, and she looks at it very frustratedly.
It's a very strong spirit.
Very persistent spirit. And Uno, it is your turn.
Cool. So Uno is going to take an ethereal step into the ethereal plane. Would I have any knowledge of whether or not the Queen of Mirrors can see me in the ethereal plane?
You don't know.
Okay. Uno's going off the assumption that you can. So basically as Uno steps forward, you see her slice her sword against her hand, just kind of take it out, like very angrily, kind of sliced against her hand. Her sword is going to light up in flames, and then she'll step into the ethereal plane out of the sight of everyone else. Let me take that d8 of damage, and then she's going to move up to 20. Great, she's gonna move right beside the Queen of Mirrors and use her action to just try to take the necklace off from the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Because I think I can kind of interact with objects.
I'm gonna say that this so you can interact with objects from the ethereal plane.
Actually, hold on. Let me do.
I think if you can walk through.
Yeah, because I could walk through stuff. So
Yes.
probably not. But what
I
I'll
think
do
you'd have to come into
instead-
this plane in order to try and handle the necklace off her.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use Grim Psychometry instead and place my hand where the necklace is.
Okay.
And make a history check to recall information about a darker past surrounding an object. Ideally with the goal of trying to figure out if there was a way to, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to break the wand in the event that she gets a hold of it. I want to know how to break it again.
Okay, make me a history check.
Cool. Okay, let me do that d8 of damage before I forget that I've done that. 2. Nice. And let's see. Oh, I should be rolling my nice dice. Okay. I'm on history check. Have advantage. If I have double advantage, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Cool.
Advantage
That's
does
okay.
not.
I got an 18.
18
Yes.
on the history. Okay. So as you try and like focus on the dark past of this item, you see just utter blackness. Then this like rushing void around you. This tangle of screaming cacophony of voices and just battle surrounding you. You see like destruction of entire worlds and brief glimpse of this bright object shining out in the darkness, and then everything sort of collapsing in to this one thing, and the sound of voices arguing, and you see a few figures: a woman with corn gold hair, a man sort of swinging an axe down onto this crit glass and shattering it as lightning crackles in the sky.
Ooh, okay. Cool. That's awesome. Noted. And I will just continue to stay here, and I will be in the ethereal plane until my next round.
Okay, so next up, Kasari, you see come running towards you. This hideous cat-like beast leaps and pounces towards you, its two tails lashing around. The first one gets a 16 to hit.
Nope.
And the second tail gets an 18 to hit.
Yes, that one will hit.
So as this, you watch it, it doesn't really attack with its paws. It's the tail of this thing swings around and strikes into you with this spiked, edged tail. And
since I held my action, do I get to do anything to it?
Yes. Let me just roll damage, and then 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of piercing damage, and you have your attack. You've got an attack against it.
Since I am raging, I have resistance to both of those.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 point. The numbers you gave me were not halved, right?
No.
Sweet. And since it's attacking me, I will use my command word to light my maul, and then I'm going to turn around and smack a bitch.
Okay. You have disadvantage.
First attack.
And yet you still hit it. So your maul swings a little further through where you thought you saw this beast, and sort of slams into the air about 3 feet away from where it appeared to be. And as you kind of focus, you realize, oh, there it is.
So the first attack does 15 points of damage.
Okay. You do not have disadvantage on the second attack.
Okay, then
You know where it is now.
18.
18 hits, yeah.
And 16 points of damage.
All right. Things hurt, but definitely still there. And the other of these beasts comes moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes running up. It hasn't got enough movement to do an attack as well, but comes running up behind Aldis. And Aldis, it is your turn. You're muted.
I was gonna say I can't see Tiss. She's all blurry in the face and all that.
I've been displaced. Focus camera.
I am going to pick up the axe, and I am going to look at my patron, wince a little, but then also cast Eldritch Blast at her.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I don't know what's wrong with your camera.
I'm working on it. Okay, so I'm working on
Do
camera.
it quickly.
Mikey.
Put your finger up there and then pull it away really quickly.
It's a bit better.
It's a little better. So yeah, it's just not in a good mood.
Oh.
No, they all go wild. They all go wild. I rolled 2 4s and a 5, even with the +8.
Yeah, no.
That's a 12, a 12, and a 13.
No. For the benefit of the question you're asking, the necklace she's wearing is a whole bunch of crystals sort of chained together with fine filigree wire.
Okay. So it's a metallic wire, something like silver.
Yes. No, yes. Yes, it is. And
so that doesn't work. I am going to, at that point, I guess I'm going to jump down the level.
Okay.
And then maybe run a couple of steps this way. So like right there.
So you will,
if it'll let me.
There, you will take an attack opportunity from the cat beast.
Okay.
Oh God, I need to get some new dice tonight. That is a saddening 12 to hit.
Well, that does not hit. Okay. For once.
At the top. Did you bring Torvald with you?
Yeah, he was in my hand just before I cast
yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, carrying the Torvald axe. And at the end of your turn, we bring this back round to the top of the round and initiative 20. And you watch these crystals sort of thrumming around this whole of this court. And then from the ground, there springs up this jagged wall of crystal. Springs up across. Yeah, it's 10 feet tall and...
It's on the kitty. I was going to say, is it on the kitty?
No, just checking my length here. It's a little bit shorter. Just springs up on the ground here between you and the staircase. There's only this jagged ledge up now. And the queen looks at it and looks kind of slightly annoyed at this crystal. But you can see that it's just essentially more of these geodes that just burst up from the ground. And Torvald, you're an axe. Kasara,
I am.
What would you like to do?
But I'm not allowed to do anything because
you're an axe.
I am an axe.
Yes. You're an inanimate object.
Just figured I'd axe.
Yeah, you currently
just axe normally.
Because like polymorph is normally a beast, so I'm just not sure if it's like a different thing or something.
It is the upgraded version of polymorph. You've not just been polymorph. You have been true polymorph.
True.
Let's just say you gotta really hope they resolve this within an hour.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Can you still control your spirit axe though? I mean,
that's what I'm wondering if it just does
say
its
yes.
thing.
You're an axe. Why would you not be able to control the spirit of an axe?
and I really hope when Aldis took him that she kind of dragged the edge of him along the. So like the.
Yeah, no. Also, yeah, you've still got.
Well, what kind of axe? What kind of axe is he? Because if he's a hand axe, that's not going to happen. But if he was a bigger axe, then
he's a pretty big axe.
Yeah, a big like
a two-handed axe. Okay, then yeah, he was dragged along.
He's the kind of axe you got to grab with both hands.
Yep.
So Torvald, your sense of the world, you sort of you can sort of sense this spiritual axe. You can't really see, so just sense the world around it.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna command it however I can command it to keep trying to attack her until
Alright, roll me an attack.
as long as it can. Geez. That was awful. It's gonna be 12.
12 does not hit. But you get this brief image, a flash of her face looking up at it. You're still here. And that brings us to Chrysara.
Awesome. I am going to attack the kitty cat in front of me. So attack with her maul. 21 to hit for the first attack.
21 will hit, yes.
20 points of damage.
Wow.
It's all in roll 20. I have proof.
No, I believe you. You're a level 11 barbarian. Like, this is what you do. This is your thing.
Chrysara smash. Does that kill the cat?
No.
All right. Coming around for attack number 2. Oh, dice. 15 to hit.
That will still hit, yes.
Give me my damage. It says click, but it won't do it. Okay, fine. You know what? Screw you. 11 damage.
11 damage. The cat's still there, but looking pretty badly damaged now at this point.
And I get a bonus action, right?
Yes. What would you like to do with your bonus action?
Bonus action, I want to open my iron flask and let the creature out.
That would require an action.
Damn, I thought it was bonus action.
It's
Fine.
an action.
Okay, next
You
turn.
can definitely do that as an action.
Next turn, it's coming out.
Oh God. Alright. So, Uno, the queen, looks towards you, and she is going to attempt to hit you with this chunk of crystal she's wielding again.
I'm in the ethereal plane, don't touch me.
Forgot you're still in the ethereal plane. She can't. Sorry. There's a lot going on here. So no, she doesn't actually pay any attention to Uno.
Yes!
I forgot. Sorry, my mistake.
No, you're
She
good.
gets-
That worked out.
She's
Yeah, till it comes back to my turn. I'm in the
She
ethereal plane.
moves around here, so she's now behind this wall of crystal and beside this beast. And she glances around. She's from up on this height. She's sort of level at the top of this wall of crystal, but she can't quite really see over to Aldis and Torvald. And now she doesn't do anything at all. And that will be Adair's turn.
Right. I am going to move forward. And as I do, I am going to wild shape into my starry form of the archer. And it is going to immediately fire an arrow at the mirror beside Uno.
Okay.
And that is a 26.
That will hit.
And that is 9 radiant damage.
That's a good question. Can radiant damage a mirror?
Good question. I don't know. I want to find out because we're in the Feylands and maybe.
Why don't you watch this bright light? It almost seems to sink into the surface of the mirror. And you get a brief flash of some light lighting up a room somewhere on the other side of this mirror.
All right. Can I see the queen from where I'm standing because of that wall? I'm not sure.
Just about at the moment, yes. This wall is 10 foot high, but she is 10 feet up. So she is currently above this wall.
All right. Elemental Bane for fire once again. It's a Constitution 16, and she's going to take -5 to her roll.
That is a failure.
Thank heavens. All right. She loses resistance to fire.
Yeah, she
and
does.
she is going to immediately take 10 points of fire damage.
An axe tall. Still concentrated on this.
Yeah, but we're going to work on that. All right, that'll be it for me.
Okay, he's no longer resistant to fire. And on the end of your turn, Adair, the queen looks over in your direction. She raises this chunk of crystal up in the air, and you watch this bright beam of light just out from it towards you. That will be, finally, a 25 to hit. I believe that will hit.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay, that is 14 points of force damage, and you just find yourself flying 10 feet backwards into this, towards hitting your back against this crystal.
Okay.
And that brings us to Uno's turn.
Is that going to be enough to break my concentration? Do we need to check for that?
You roll me a Constitution save.
Got the wrong dice. That's not going to help. That is an 18.
You're still concentrating.
Okay.
And Uno, over in the ethereal plane.
Cool. So I now pop back into existence. And I am going to run 5, 6, 7, right up behind her, passing the cat. I'll just like hop over the chairs.
They don't actually take up a 5 foot space. It's just like...
And I will use a bonus action to cast Blood Curse of the Marked, which I'll amplify, so I'll take a d8 of damage. And whenever I deal right damage to that target, I roll an additional one. And because I amplified it, I get advantage, and I will now attack it. I also only took 1 damage for activating that. Oh yeah. Cool. So she's been marked now, and I'm just gonna try to slash the shit out of her.
All right, let's roll to slash the shit out of her.
Okay. Oh, that was so close to being a crit. Oh, it was a 16 to hit, even with advantage.
That will not hit.
I'm using the virtual dice again. I should be using the real ones. I'm gonna make my second hit. Come on. Yes, I should have used the real dice. Okay, that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit. Roll me some damage here.
Great. There's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna roll the virtual dice because there's a lot. Let's see. So that's 8 slashing damage.
Yep.
Which of course is low because I rolled the virtual dice. And then there'll be, I think, a 3d8 of fire damage against her.
Okay, and now she's no longer resistant to that.
She's marked.
So
So 10 fire damage, and she's now been branded.
Okay.
She has a arcane brand that has been seared to her. I always know the direction of her, and each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the creature suffers 1 psychic damage.
Okay. So, as this fire licks over her, Aldis, you're dragging this axe along the ground, and then suddenly this handle in your hands twists, arrives, and suddenly is a dwarven leg. And Torvald, you are back to being Torvald again.
Can I react to that and drop this leg? Okay.
So yeah, Torvald, you're now back to Torvald. Like, you're currently prone on the ground.
I know I like pulling your leg, but this is ridiculous.
Hey, sometimes we need to pull you by the leg. At least it wasn't your beard.
True.
One of the displacer beasts, so you want it there, pounces towards Uno, tail lashing around. That is a 13 to hit and a much more impressive 23 to hit. I presume a 23 hit, but
The second one hits, not the first.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of piercing damage. The other beast is going for Kasara. That is an 18 to hit. Kasara. And another 18. 2 18s in a row. So, but it's all bludgeoning and piercing. So that's 6 bludgeoning for the first.
That halved because of raging.
5 piercing. Halved still, yeah. Another 5 bludgeoning. And a solid 1 piercing. So that was 6 piercing total, halved down to 3 piercing. And I didn't remember the numbers for the bludgeoning. I hope.
5. And then I have it. Yeah, it was 5.
I think it works out something at the end, like.
The bludgeonings both were 5,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, 5 bludgeoning once you've halved it, and I think 2 piercing, I think, if I've done my maths right, which I probably haven't.
Close enough, because it hurts my brain. I'm like, okay, I gotta do this.
Yeah, I should not have rolled the same d6 several times. That was a mistake. In hindsight, I should use more d6s and just look what I'm doing. Yes, she's going to take some psychic damage. It's just 1.
Me?
No, the queen.
No, her.
Okay. Oh, good. She needs that.
And well, on the end of the displacer beast's turn, the queen is going to.
Oh, she doesn't. Who was she hurting?
And it was No, that wasn't the queen hurting. That was the displacer beast. But she did her a dare before. But that.
In order for the psychic damage to happen, they have to be within 5 feet of me, I believe.
No, that was. Okay. So, the queen on the end of that turn disappears from in front of Uno and reappears up over here. Like a little flicker and a flash. And that's Aldis's turn.
Question. If someone's speed is reduced to 0, can they still use spells that would move them around? Yes. Okay. Cool. That's probably not helpful then. All right. Good news.
Okay. Aldis is looking where she thought she last saw the queen, realizes she moves, turns, looks at her, and then is going to cast Mental Prison.
Okay.
I will, hold on.
What do I need to roll and what does this do and what?
Shoot, you need to. Damn it! It was you need to be a 16 intelligence.
Hey,
I hit that button wrong. I was trying to bring up the information for it.
she just made that. That was a 16 on her save using intelligence.
Okay. Let me see.
That was a success on her part.
Yes, I'm double checking to make sure if it's halved or not. No, I don't. On a successful save, the target takes 5d10 psychic damage and the spell ends. So 5d10. I've got to roll that. Let me
Ooh.
find all my d10s.
Wow. This is a
1, 2.
Should have plenty of D10s.
3. Do I want to use my special ones? No, I'll just use the ones I have right here. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus 8, that's 25. Yeah,
Okay.
25 psychic damage.
she. Oh, I see how this is. And is that your turn, Aldis?
Yes. Yes, that is my
Okay.
turn.
As we come round to the top of the round again, the crystals thrum and hum, and this bright white light blossoms out. My ruler tool. Blossoms out around here, this area. This sort of the focus of these crystals down above this area as this bright light shines down, and I need a wisdom save from Torvald, Aldis, and Adair. And Adair, I believe you make this at disadvantage. I think.
Well, you would know before I would.
I mean, you are technically a shape changer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you make this at disadvantage.
16.
I got
16.
14.
Or no, sorry, 17. It's wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
Yes.
17.
14 for
13.
me.
All of those are failures.
Of course.
Okay.
Really?
Really? Yeah, really.
Dang. That's harsh.
What damage?
Hang on. I'm gonna... You each take 15 points of radiant damage.
I would like to use my reaction
Yeah.
and hit her with Hellish Rebuke.
What does Hellish Rebuke say about what you're allowed to hit with it?
Let me open it up real quick.
I believe it's if
It
someone
hits
makes
what
an
attack?
Yeah, she did not make an attack against
She
you.
didn't make the attack? Then never mind.
Where was the source of the attack?
The surrounding area. Let's call it the action of the court itself. One could almost call it a lair action.
Mm.
Okay.
Some environmental hazards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
My
So
concentration check was a 20.
you can concentrate through pretty much anything.
So far, I'm doing well.
So far. And Torvald, you're back to being a person with arms and legs.
Well then, that's enough of that. And the axe will zoom over to her and I believe a 28 will hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just checking. All right. So it's going to be 18 force damage as the axe just like flies through the air, and it goes as it hits it with the hammer end just like into her skull. Basically, she teleported there. The axe just like followed her and just smashed her.
Damn axe. Oh, you're back.
And how big is this? Are we in like an open area? You said there was no canopy or anything here, right?
Like there's sort of forest around sort of the area.
Right, but it's not like a cave or anything.
It's not a
It's
cave.
open
No,
area.
no, it's open
Okay.
enough and that
For
you
a
can
storm
summon a
to
storm.
form.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So Torvald's gonna like put his hammer up into the air as this bolt of lightning shoots up, and then you just see the swirling storm start to form above him as he casts Call Lightning at the 4th level. We'll go with.
Okay,
And
looked...
what'd you say?
Yeah, no. You roll your damage. Roll your attack.
Okay, so it's gonna be saving throw dexterity.
That is a 26 on her dexterity.
Well, that will pass for sure. But the bolt of lightning will still come down on top of her, and she will take half damage. And now I need all the d10s. 14 on the dice.
14 on the die.
Lightning
Okay.
damage.
Lightning.
And it's gonna be like, I'm gonna have it be like right behind her.
So as this of lightning comes down, so you see almost the first time the flash of fear in her eyes. She looks up at the storm and back at you.
And as she takes the lightning damage, she gets hurled 10 feet.
Forwards?
So
as in if it was behind her, so she hurled 10 feet away from it?
It says away.
It's away from the lightning, then it's...
it says away from me, but I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yes, so...
Technically it says away from you, but...
Against the edge of this thing as she...
just slams into it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how that's intended to work. If it's supposed to be from the source of the damage or what, but whatever you feel is appropriate.
Against the flame. Never wanted you involved in this mess, you know that.
You're talking to me?
Yes, you! Number of times I've tried to get you killed. The others were doing such a wonderful job, but oh no, glorious Thunder has to go and send one of his own little minions in to mess this thing up.
Well, I don't think he actually chose me to come here.
She just glares up at the sky again. You're never satisfied, are you?
I mean, he likes destruction, so maybe he just wants a good fight.
Satisfied enough with hurling us out of the other world and making themselves gods and not us. They have to come here and ruin our own world.
Aren't you of this world? You're a fey creature, aren't you?
By necessity.
So you're not native to this plane, then? Is that what you're telling me?
We could have been gods. We had a chance once, but they won. And really, we've been talking for longer than 6 seconds, but time is very strange in the Feywild, you know. As Krasara, whilst this is going on, this beast in front of you, what do you want to do?
So since I have 2 attacks,
yes,
is it possible for me to attack and then not attack and open the flask, or is it a choice of attack?
You have an action. You can use that action to make your 2 attacks as part of that action, or to open the flask as an action.
Okay, I'm gonna open the flask.
I'd like you to roll me 1d100, please. Just look this up as you uncork the stopper of this flask. Why do I do this to myself? Why did I give you this?
What could possibly go wrong?
What did you get, Krasara?
56. Demon type 1.
Hey!
I'm helping you out here. But I also get command of this thing for an hour.
Yes, you do. Now, the question always is, what bloody hell is demon type 1?
That I can't help you. I don't know what that is. There were good creatures in there, and I was like, you know what? I'm willing to risk it.
Oh, yeah. So as you uncork this flask, demon. Let's just say, what is the first demon we've got? Maybe it's not alphabetical. Sorry, bear with me. I was not expecting demon type 1.
Oh, I can always re-roll.
Question is, do we think type 1, this is a question for all of you, is the worst, or do you think demons are classified from weakest to strongest, or strongest to weakest?
Everything else is weakest to strongest, so you know.
Is it CR or?
Nope, just says demon type 1. Oh wait, here, demon type 5.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a holdover from much older editions.
Type. I'm googling it right now. I just gotta find type 1.
You see, as this small creature emerges from the flask, this little hideous mass of like blistered flesh, this little ugly demonic creature, little claws.
Up, bro? So you're my friend. These 2 displacer beasts, attack them.
And it flings itself at the displacer beast. Roll me a d20 for it. And the displacer beast blurs and shifts.
4?
4?
4.
Yeah, it goes clawing at this displacer beast, but does not succeed in hitting it.
Like the cute little Looney Tunes Tasmanian devil.
And I was put it going on your turn essentially, because guys, sorry about the clatter. Got a book slide going on here, and that brings us back round to the Queen. And Torvald, you must keep being the first thing she does is she looks up at this storm above her. She raises her hands up to the sky and makes this sweeping gesture. And you watch as the storm just apart. The clouds dissipating, the lightning ceasing, as she dispels it.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
This is my domain. The Thunderer does not have power here. He will not have power here.
Well, we'll see about that.
And then she holds up this shard of crystal again, and this ray is out towards Torvald. And that is a 25 to hit.
That's a ranged attack?
Ranged attack, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Where's all my dice gone? Put all my d10s in a random place after using them to try and escape fish monsters. That is 14 points of force damage.
14 force damage.
14 force damage.
She actually should be doing it at disadvantage.
Should she?
I never stood up.
In which case, good point.
Torvald's just laying on the ground.
The second one
No,
was
I would have.
26,
I would have.
so it would still have hit. It would still have hit.
I would have stood
the
up
idea that you
anyway.
cast your spell just like, yeah, go storm.
No, he definitely would have stood up.
Just lying on your back staring at lightning. I mean, it's up to you.
No, Torvald definitely would have stood up. He would have just left the ground.
Okay, and then the queen takes a step away from like the wall, and Adair, it's your turn again.
You're muted.
I hate it when that happens. I'm going to yell out, "Burn her." Looking at the cat, I'm going to say more help would be appreciated. As a bonus action, I am going to fire that archer's arrow from the stars. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit, yes.
All right, that is going to be 14 points of radiant damage.
14 points of radiant damage. Does not seem to do anything at all.
Of course not. And then I'm going to look in her direction and say, "Wither and die." And I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Hang on,
And let's hope it actually does something.
what's the components for blight here? Is it verbal, somatic?
Verbal somatic.
Okay. What level are you casting it at? This may or may not.
I was just casting it at 4th. That was my intent.
Okay, let's see if this 4th level. Nothing happens.
Nothing. Okay.
Because this deadly hit comes
Counterspell.
towards her and then just
Yep.
reflects away almost.
All right. I am going to take my movement and plop myself right down here, bottom of the cliff.
Okay. Uno, over to you.
All right. Let's see. I just walk over to her and hit the heck out of her. I'll go ahead and cast my my blood curse of the marked again. And I'll amplify it. So I'll take a d8 of damage. That's 5, that's fine. And then Una very triumphantly is just walking around this room and slicing at her. So she'll just kind of walk up with her flaming sword and just be like, "Oh, fire doesn't seem to be your favorite today." Just slash at her. And every time that she's going to take a strike at her, she's going to be aiming for the neck in an attempt to either decapitate her or get the necklace off. Yeah. So let's roll with our better dice. Got advantage. Oh, I mean it hits, but 25 to hit.
25 will hit, yes. And I believe you get extra damage from fire as well.
Yes. So I do
5 extra.
10 slashing damage, and then I do
5 extra fire from Adair.
15 fire damage. Plus the 5 extra.
Ooh, yikes. She's not looking great anymore.
Cool.
Like you noticed was this like she was weaving and dispelling his spells. She just started to look a little stronger, like wounds starting to close up a little.
Oh.
But now she's back to being really rather injured.
Good. Well, I hit her again for 24 hit.
That will hit.
Great. With 7 slashing damage, and if I do fire damage to her again, do I still get the extra 5 again, or is it once per like turn? Tam.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer and I'm muted. It's
Oh, you're
only the
fine.
first time you do fire damage on your turn. Anybody who
rolled
does
so
fire
bad.
damage. So
Okay, that's just a 5 then, even though I rolled 3d8. Woo!
It's 5. That is genuinely actually enough. I can hear fireworks outside my window to celebrate this. As Uno as the
really?
queen's attention is focused on Torvald, her ire and anger.
Uno just runs up from the side and just. This great story.
I don't get to tell her off for anything.
The head. So you said you were aiming for the neck, so it was her head just clean cut from her body. Just,
it's like cauterized.
Cauterizing.
We could reattach if we want.
Rolls off onto the ground.
Woo!
Like in this scattered around her, this scatter of crystals and diamonds that made up this necklace she was wearing. This
diamonds too.
The ground.
Diamond versus diamond, baby. I win.
And around you, this whole place, you hear the crystals. This place rumbles, cracks spreading, and Aldis, you feel a sudden and abrupt absence of power.
Oh, completely and utterly?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I think we should be getting out of here.
Place.
Yes. Yes. What about all the cats and all the people?
The displacer beasts are still there.
They're mine now.
And
come here, kitties. I'm your
god. It's
now.
actually their turn now. And they're not dead, and they're still pissed off. This one, Kasara, this one makes a leaping lash towards you. As around you can feel this place like trembling and slipping. That is an 18 and a 16 to hit you.
18 will hit.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage, 6 points of piercing damage. The other one comes clawing at this crystal wall that separates it from Aldis and Torvald. It seems to be stuck on the other side of it. Aldis, it is your turn. There are still threats around this place, trembling and cracking. You can see these shards of crystal falling apart, starting to reveal the people within.
And I can't even try to do any of the what are they called? Cantrips or anything?
Currently
I can't feel anything.
No,
in that case, I am going to pull out my short bow and knock an arrow and shoot at the displacer beast that's directly in front of Kasara.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, it's been so long since I've done and anything else. All right, so that's a +5. 15.
Really? At disadvantage. It is this place to be.
Oh, disadvantage. That one was a natural 20.
Oh, 15, I believe. 15 will still hit. It does. Yes.
Okay, 1d10 plus 4. Oh, wait, no. 1d6 plus 1. Wrong dice. 7. Yeah, 7.
7 on that. Displace a beast. Not dead. Still pissed. And the lair itself, you can see cracks starting to form across the ground, across this crystallized wood, as this place, whatever's holding it together, whatever was keeping it solid, seems to be crumbling and falling. There you can see near you where this crystal breaks apart and sort of falling limply from it. This human figure, limp and half dead, and as these crystals are cracking open and disgorging their contents. And Torvald, it's your turn.
We need to get the last piece and get out of here. And Torvald will run up and attempt to grab the piece of the crystal wand if it's in view.
You can see amongst this scattering.
Just grab everything.
Of
Just grab
crystals
everything.
and shards. This one that thrums and hums with the same energy that you are familiar with by now. This shard of the wand. Yeah.
He will pick it up and for now he'll put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And this beast is still knocking at this thing, right?
It's got no damage.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah,
can't.
no damage.
Can I see it over that wall, or is it obstructed?
You can. It's got half cover from where you are, I'd say.
Okay.
Uh,
So Torvald will shoot a bolt over to this displacer beast out of his hammer. He's gonna like point it and fire a blast as he casts a guiding bolt.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 21.
That will hit. Roll
Okay.
some damage on this.
All right. Spells. Gonna be 8 radiant damage, and it lights up bright. As the next attack will have advantage, and then he's also going to direct his axe over kind of towards the middle here. Get in position.
Okay. Krasara and company.
Little critter could attack the displacer beast.
Roll me a d20 plus 2, which is its attack bonus.
Yeah, so that's a 21.
It hits. A palpable hit.
Go, little critter, go!
And
It does
that's
200 points of damage.
2d4 damage. 2d4. It's close.
That is 6 damage.
6 damage.
Kill that
Not
cat.
quite enough.
Damn it.
But you have got your actual turn.
All right, so it is my turn then, and I will attempt to finish that cat off. 24
That
to
will
hit.
hit.
21 points of damage.
It is very much dead.
Eat it, cat.
The cat falls limply, this place still trembling and shaking around you. crystals cracking open, cats sort of fleeing past you.
Run, kitties!
I'm here with the other one pieces.
Pardon? But
He
yes,
said, "Come here with the other wand pieces."
Oh, okay, I did not hear him. What do you want?
Fast.
The place is falling apart. It's like,
the place is falling apart. I think we're gonna unless anyone is desperate on killing the last displacer beast, we're gonna set aside an initiative for now as this place sort of trembles around you. Just ask you all, what the hell are you doing?
Are there any
If people are...
Sorry, go ahead, Aldis.
No, I was going to probably say the same thing you were
If there
going to
are
say.
any people still trapped in crystal, Adair is going to primal savage on those crystals and just try to claw them to pieces.
Okay, so yeah, there are. So you see clawing at crystal and tearing apart. You can see these people, they're not dead, but they seem to be like not really conscious as they kind of limp, unconscious bodies falling from the crystals.
I'll set the demon to scratching the crystals apart too and getting the people out.
And once we have them freed from the crystals, I will do a mass cure wounds on everybody who was inside of a crystal.
Okay, you haven't got long. This place is literally falling apart around you.
Doesn't
You
matter
can
to
manage
me.
to.
I'm going to take my hand axe and start hammering at any other crystals as well, trying to free them. And I'm going to be shouting at Sindri. I think I still have connection to Sindri, right? Because that was a ritual.
Sindri is still there.
Okay, I'm gonna shout at Sindri to have her get the rest of the cats out of there.
I would like the displacer beast to be mine, if possible. Do not include that as one of the cats.
Torvald's gonna give the other wand piece to Chrysara, or rod piece to Chrysara.
How many people can I teleport with this? Can I get all the victims out as well as all of us?
8 people, I believe. And you currently have about, in this area of the court that you're in, I'd say about half a dozen people that you've extracted from crystal. 6 of them. Various sort of, you see that like clothing looks sort of different styles, some of it very old-fashioned looking. That's
Okay. Now, is this the only room that is doing the falling apart, or are other rooms doing the falling apart?
There are no rooms. This is like the court, and it's a staircase winding around this tree.
Okay. What's going on with the mirrors?
Mirrors are still there.
Do they look
Those
similar
seem
to
to
the
have broken.
portals? Like we can.
We like start chucking the people through them.
Yes, you can. You don't know where they lead, but yes, you can.
Doesn't matter.
Because
It's
I
out
can't-
here.
This is dragging people, hurling them
Just
through
throw 'em
portals
to
to
the
this
mirror.
place.
Let's get as many of them as we can through the mirror, and then we'll teleport back ourselves.
That's exactly what we're doing.
There's currently only, at this point, one of the only crystals that hasn't been broken by either Adair or Aldis, the tiny demon, or just probably actually the tiny demon's not doing very much. It's mostly just the place falling apart on its own. Is that crystal that was behind the throne itself? I don't think I actually ever include that on the map, annoyingly, when I made this ages ago.
Now,
But,
I'm
this young woman trapped in the crystal by the throne itself.
I am going to climb up with help, I guess, up here, and to get to that one and try to break that one apart.
Torvald will cast Shatter on it.
Ah, excellent.
It splinters apart into shards with this woman. Like, some switches. You don't. Oh, what? She kind of rumbles slightly and slumps into your arms, Aldis.
Hey, wake up. Wake up. I'm going to tap her cheek. Wake up. Wake up.
Torvaldo casts Healing Word on her. Thunderer, give her some life.
And the cracks are spreading. You've got essentially now like 6 seconds probably about this place is about to completely fall to pieces.
Are there any victims left lying on the floor? Have we gotten everyone out except
everyone
us?
who is in this court section? Yes. You know that there's more down the staircase, but they are.
We can't get to them in time.
We have to go now.
Get everyone out. Adair is going to shape change into a gorilla and hit the stairs and going to try and rescue anyone he can. Okay. That's just what he's going to do.
As you head out into the Fae, down this staircase, this tree, like this whole crystallized tree is shattering and breaking. Okay, as Adair runs off, what are the rest of you doing?
I am going to take the woman that fell into my arms. I'm going to carry her, drag her through the mirror. I'm assuming we're going through this mirror.
Is that where we're going? Because Kasara's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's the closest one.
That's the closest mirror, and it seems a portal.
Into the mirror.
I yell at the little demon creature to follow Adair and do whatever he says. Get the people out.
So as this tiny demon follows after the Adair as he runs down this tree, Aldis gone through the portal. Uno, Torvald, Krasara, what are you doing?
Kasara will swear up and down every word she can think of in Primordial and then go through the portal.
Torvald will also go through the portal as he kind of looks over in Adair's direction. Be safe, my friend. And he'll kind of pop through the mirror.
And Uno?
Where's the displacer beast?
the living one or the dead? This is the living one is still like in panic, flashing at all the crystals. This place falls apart.
I would like him to be mine. I would like to go to him and like point a sword and be like, I killed your master, therefore I am your master now. I will keep you safe. We have to go now.
Make me an animal handling check.
Which one is alive? The one that Adair talked to, or the one that's...
Adair was talking to one of the other cats, not the displacer beast.
Oh, okay. Animal handling?
Yes.
Sure. That's something that Uno's great at. 8.
All on the dice.
This displacer beast does not seem to be paying any attention to you at all. It seems to be mostly in panic as its whole world falls apart.
All right. Well, how's a strength check? I'm gonna grab it. I'll probably miss maybe a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to say here, Uno, are you sure you want to do this? Because
I want him. I want a trophy.
I'm going to say this strength roll. If you fail this, you are going to end up on the wrong side of this portal when this place finally shatters. If you fail this roll,
we'll be together and we can rescue everyone.
Or be crushed.
Oh, come on. Thanks, Negative Nelly.
Uno's incapable of being crushed.
Give us a roll. Let's see. Let's an athletics roll. See if you can grapple a very angry monster cat through a portal.
Athletics. I'm going to be fine.
Yes. That's what I said about the wisdom check, and I rolled a 2.
It's okay, I got a 26.
Against all odds, as this place just finally shatters into 1,000 million shards of tiny crystal fragments, as the staircase collapses under Adair's feet, and as this place falls apart, Uno wrestles this place of beast through this portal and comes tumbling out. Aldis, you were first through this portal. I'd like you to roll me 1d20, please, here for a rather interesting matter.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Thank you. I rolled a 9. I don't know if I get a plus anything to it.
You do not get a plus anything. This is just a random roll. I just asked you to roll because you were the first through.
Minus all those randoms we threw through it first.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel you're in charge here. A 9?
A 9.
Okay. You're good.
It's only the 9th level of hell. It's okay.
I'm scared.
So as you tumble out, you find yourself not more sort of rising. There's cold water around you as you, followed by Torvald and Kasara, and followed by Uno grappling a very angry, very wet displacer beast.
What about all the half-conscious people?
All these half-conscious people bobbing up around you in this small pool in a glade in a forest. Familiar sort of eerie light of Tiath Nara shining around you.
Ooh. I am going to start pulling all the people out of the water, including the woman who fell into my arms. I'm going to see if she'll wake up. Wake up whomever I can, and then I'm going to shout for any of the druids nearby, we need some help over here.
And people like linking eyes and sort of like stare, like the people you've brought with you seem still very out of it and mostly very confused about how they got here. But after a brief moment of shouting through the undergrowth, you can hear running feet of and running into view you see Petula, the archdruidess of the grove, and behind her Fenelon, previously owner of the diamond and instigator of the hill list.
Hi, you remember us? Can you help us, please?
It's a long story. We'll tell you.
Get out of the water.
And I'm pulling,
someone make sure these people are all right.
They've been trapped in crystal for, I think, a long time.
What have you done to my portal pool?
We went through one of the Queen's mirrors. Yes. She's dead.
Why is this just a pond? Why is this just a pond now?
The Queen of Mirrors is dead.
No.
Yes.
Dead.
Aye.
Dead. I do not have any abilities anymore.
Well, technically, Uno killed her. She's the one wrestling that displacer beast there.
Uno is still in the pool, I think, wrestling the displacer
Be my
beast.
pet! Be my pet!
Be my pet! Be my pet!
Even though you're sopping wet.
Love it.
So Uno seems to be, and Petula looks at Uno and the cat over at all these people you've brought to her door. This is going to be quite a story.
Mm-hmm. Adair is still back there.
Sleep. She points to the cat, and the cat just relaxes in Uno's arms. Oh. Adair still there?
Yes.
He's trying to save more of the people. Couldn't do much to stop him.
He's alone there right now.
He has the little demon thing.
I cannot see clearly into the Feywild, and apparently my portal pool does not seem to actually be a portal. It just seems to be a pond.
That's because the Queen's palace is no longer a palace, it's a pile of crystal shards. And the mirror we went through was in the middle of all of that.
Well, we may hope that you would find another way out. But if the mirrors are broken, I do not know how we would reach that realm quite so easily.
Will you help us with all of these people? And this one, she was actually talking before she fainted. And I'm trying to wake her up again. Wake up, wake up.
I know her. I knew a long time ago.
Well, who is she?
A druidess. She went to work for the Queen of the Mirrors. And I think... Oh. And you see Petula just look to the pool, look back at Elisa. And just her face goes very pale. Well, that's not good.
What? Spit it out.
Use your words.
She bends in. She worked for the Queen of Mirrors until there was she ran away, or tried to. Left her child in the care of an oak tree.
Well, shit.
Is she Adair's mother?
Can I put the wand together and like tell him to go get him? Because that's what I'm gonna attempt to do.
Okay. So as this scene is gathered round under this pool, gathered round, Kasara just Kara sort of pans around to the background where Kasara just takes this little shadow crystal, and suddenly everything goes white. This giant flash of white light. And the whole forest, you feel the trees shaking and trembling. And you can see Kasara around you, like the grass just flattened, trees bent over.
I didn't do that.
There's a rumbling up from the sky, like thunder cracks. The ground shakes beneath your feet.
Should I be concerned? Hello?
And you are now in possession of the fully assembled glass rod, the Rod of Champions. Essentially, this is a godly weapon. And Krasara, it's currently yours and under your command.
Oh no, Krasara's a god.
We did it wrong.
And I think that as you sit on the shores of this pool, as the glass wand is assembled, as Adair may or may not still be alive, as his mother sort of blinks her eyes and slowly sort of rouses to consciousness at Aldis's feet. This will be the point we will leave off this saga.
Wait, hold on. There's our thing. Wait, hold on. That is
invisible.
Of
supposed to say legend. Hold on. You know what? This is stupid.
There you go.
Because I think that every story really just ends with the interlude to another story.
Mm-hmm.
And as our 5 champions, our 5 heroes, Aldis, currently no longer the warlock of the Queen in merit. Will she return to the life she had before? Or will she seek another patron to fill that void and provide the lost power? Or perhaps study magic in many of the other ways that she could. Kasara, as currently now in possession of the most powerful weapon in the world.
Yeah.
What will she do with this?
Adair stayed in the safe place.
Oh no!
And what will become of the world that that lies before her?
Well, Miss King definitely gets some extra powers. That's for sure.
Torvald, true servant of the Thunderer, having brought down an old rival, and I'm not sure what Torvald will do next. He has gained a lot of power, and probably even the ear of his god himself.
I mean, Torvald would definitely he would seek some divine intervention, and he would pray to Thunderer, asking to create a gate to the realm where he last saw Adair, to give him an escape with the people.
Okay.
So that's definitely what he would do, as he just seeks divine intervention, I guess. So.
All right. Well, whether Adair finds that gate, and how long the adventures of Adair and the small demon that is friend for an hour, and what happens after that?
The remainder of an hour.
This Kasara has just left him a tiny, very angry demon friend.
Thinking about that part.
I now want to see fan art of a gorilla and this little demon as they're tearing crystals apart as the world falls apart around them.
It's the love demon.
Next time, keep better.
Una still has her list, I believe, and
we can at least check it off with the people responsible while we're here. And then we'll figure out what happens after that.
Yeah, I honestly, who knows what? I definitely want to return to this wonderful bunch of characters at some point and figure out what has happened, and what will become of the world now that they've done what they've done. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than wow, this has been a hell of a ride. And I'm sorry that there's a lot of loose threads still remaining, but to be honest, I was never going to wrap up all the threads, because every time I solve one problem, I create 5 more. And you create 10 extras, and then
how we solve it will create 20 extra.
Well, I think the most world-shattering event that happened the entire year and 8 months of this is Torvald made good ale.
Yeah, Torvald made good ale.
He really did. Now I need to figure out if I'm starting from scratch or if I am going to be doing something else completely different.
Yeah.
Well, Una would invite you to join her on her journeys to complete this list, and then her journeys to complete other people's lists of need with her newfound Displacer Beast friend, Quattro.
You could become a butt hunter as well, and then you two could be butt buddies.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's an option. That is an option. Don't know how Aldis's family is going to take that. But
you never know. They might be accepting. Let's hope.
I would fashion a collar out of the moral compass and attach it to the displacer beast.
No, I thought you were going to say Aldis.
You're ruining my moment of honoring my brother. I named a displacer beast Quattro and gave him a compass, and you're like, booty.
What else can you expect, to be honest? I'd like to point out for any people who are still somehow watching this mess, this began with people attempting to wrestle a goat.
Yes.
We did have animal handling checks as a homage to our first episode.
That is true.
Yes.
It started with people trying to wrestle a goat into being a sacrifice, and has ended with this.
People wrestling a displacer beast?
Yeah.
Fitting.
We're much stronger now. We can wrestle displacer beasts instead of goats.
Aldis isn't. Aldis is nothing now. Aldis is like a newborn babe.
I would like
Oh
to.
my god.
It's true.
We'll figure out when, depending on when we get around to doing some one shots, or even like a mini campaign of like a chunk of sessions as to how long has passed and what else is found to replace a previous patron in power. There's definitely lots of options of what to do there. But for now, I would say thank you very much to my players. Like, you have made this a very fun 55 sessions of madness. Like, and
This has
honestly,
been amazing.
the stuff you
Yes.
guys come up with, and the way you like solve stuff and just tear through my beautiful archway like the wet tissue paper without taking a scratch.
That actually was pretty amazing. I don't think I took any damage from the queen.
Oh,
I just had
Only-
a thought. If that's where the mirror went, I wonder what got the radiant damage from that arrow I shot through it.
And why does the druid's pool go to the queen in the mirrors? That was my main concern when we popped up back there. Why?
That is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should ask Adair's mom.
Hey, keep my mom out of this.
I mean,
You
I've
keep
been
your mom
waiting.
out
Like,
of
I
this.
knew she was there from, I think it was like session 5 when you first went to the court, and like,
That was
Now you're
beautiful, by the
older.
way.
because the queen
I had-
almost told you.
As soon as you said somebody was behind the throne, I went, ah, crap. Oh, well, I've committed.
So does this mean you're older than your mom now?
Yes.
So now
That
you know how
could be.
Kasara feels with Olin?
I think
Don't worry,
so.
I'll teach you how to handle, yeah.
Except I'm not... Well, anyway. Never mind.
Except what?
Nothing.
Except what? Threaten
Right.
me again. Threaten me again.
I wasn't going to threaten you.
Why did you give it to Chris? Why is Krasar now the person wielding this thing?
I am terrified.
What happened?
Like I said, I'm in the safest place. I'm a plane
No,
away.
you're not.
I
No.
Hey, the two people that I asked, only one of them said yes. I couldn't ask either of you out loud because we were being watched.
I just think that's just such a beautiful result with an
Yep.
agent of chaos.
No.
But well,
Well, technically, Aldis was an agent of chaos.
yeah.
I want to say thank you all for playing with me. However weird that sounded. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching and interacting with us through Twitch and on the Discord. This has been so much fun. Thank you.
Yes, and
I'm
thank you,
gonna
Tess,
miss you
for
guys.
running an amazing game. We really appreciate it.
There'll be more. There'll be more. Like, there will. I can never stop.
No.
We can't. You built too awesome of a world. You can't
Mhm.
just stop
Too
there.
awesome.
All right. Well, you're gonna make me blush with. Anyway, with that, for now,
Keep an eye
at
out.
least,
Keep an eye out on the Discord for the Call of Cthulhu chat.
One
what's
shots
coming
and
up.
mini series for Isfjell.
Season 2 this winter.
Right, well, goodbye, Isfjell.
Bye,
For
everybody.
now.
For
For now.